last video, I went over some vocabulary and we came up for parallel lines and transversals. We came to some conclusions. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. Same side interior angles, 3 and 6 here, supplementary. And corresponding angles are congruent. As I said, an easy way to remember that is when you have parallel lines and a transversal, all your acute angles are going to be congruent. All your obtuse angles are going to be congruent. And any pair of acute and obtuse angles are going to be supplementary. Okay, we're going to use that now to solve some problems. So, start with 2 here. I'm going to do a little bit with the vocabulary too. So, I've got parallel lines, right? That's what these little symbols are telling me. Those lines are parallel. And I have my transversal right here. So I'm trying to add this transversal. I'm not going to write this over time. Okay, now I've got 2 angles. Well, 2 ways to figure out what this angle is. One would be to say they're on opposite sides of the transversal, so they're alternate. They're inside the parallel lines, so they're interior. And if I go and check the sheet over here, you see alternate interior angles are congruent. So 84, this must also be 84. Another way to think about it is just, well, this one is definitely one of my acute angles, and so is this one. So in this situation, I know that all the acute angles are going to be congruent. So this is 84, and this is 84. Similar kind of problem over here, number 3. I've got 2 parallel lines, transversal. Now I've got 100 degrees here, and I'm trying to find this angle. The 100 degrees is interior. The question mark angle, the angle that I'm looking for, is also interior. And they're on the same side of the transversal. So same side and interior. And I know from my cheat sheet from before, same side interior angles are supplementary. So whatever this is, plus 100 has to equal 180. So this one is going to have to be 80.
Somebody else that talks to them stuff.
If the other way I could think about this is, well, this is my obtuse angle, and this is one of my acute angles. So my obtuse and my acute angles are going to be supplementary. Remember, every pair is either congruent or supplementary. If they're not the same kind of angle, they're going to be supplementary. So 100 plus 80 is 180. So that one's got to be 80. Now, more complicated problem. Something like number 9 here. Okay, got my parallel lines, U and V, and 14 and my transversal. 14x and 70. Well, one way to think about these are alternate exterior angles, alternate sides of the transversal, exterior to the parallel lines, or if they're both acute. Either way, they're going to be congruent. So I can set up my equation. 14x equals 70, so x equals 5. Similar kind of problem. Down here, number 11, I've got U and V are parallel. Here's my transversal. Now I've got 2 angles. One is obtuse, the other is acute. So obtuse, they're not the same kind of angle, they're not the same measure. One's obtuse and the other's acute. So they have to be supplementary. They have to add up to 180. Alternatively, they're same side interior angles, and same side interior angles we saw before are supplementary. Either way, they're going to add up to 180. So to write my equation, I've got 16x minus 1 plus negative 5 plus 15x. Here's my one angle. Here's my other angle. They're going to have to add up to 180. And now I just combine my terms. 16x and 15x is 31x. Negative 1, negative 5 is negative 6. That equals 180. 31. 31x equals, add 6 to both sides, 186. So x equals 6. So those are all different kinds of problems, but they're all working on the same basic idea. You need to figure out if you're dealing with 2 angles that are congruent or 2 angles that are supplementary. If they're congruent, you'll set them equal to each other. If they're supplementary, they're going to add up to 180.